Over 450 days since Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, ordered his forces to seize Ukraine in an attempt to restore what he believed was a balance of power and halt what he referred to as NATO aggression. However, his expectations of a swift victory and a show of Russian military might fall drastically short. The Russian military faced a massive failure on the battlefield, leaving Putin restless and consumed by a lack of trust for anyone or anything. As a result, he became more isolated than he had ever been, barely sleeping or eating. One fateful day, the weight of his responsibilities and the burden of his failures overwhelmed him. It was well past 12 in the middle of the day when exhaustion finally took over, causing him to fall into an uncharacteristically deep sleep right in his office in the Kremlin. As he drifted away, his troubled mind transported him to a time before he was even born. Vladimir Putin found himself standing in the historic Red Square, adorned with the preparations for the Grand Victory Day celebration on the eve of 1945. Surrounding him were aging Russian soldiers, proudly preparing for the commemoration of their hard-fought triumph in World War II. In the midst of this nostalgic scene, a tap on his shoulder startled Putin. He turned around, only to find himself face-to-face with Joseph Stalin, the revered leader of the Soviet Union before and after the war. Stalin, an imposing figure with an aura of authority, greeted Putin and suggested they take a walk together. Curiosity mingled with confusion. Putin agreed, and they strolled through the streets of Moscow, their conversation unfolding against the backdrop of a city rebuilding itself after the ravages of war. As they walked, Stalin began by congratulating Putin on his achievements in Russia, recognizing his efforts in rebuilding the nation to its former glory. He acknowledged the challenges Putin had faced and commended his resilience in the face of adversity. For a moment, Putin felt a glimmer of pride and validation, a respite from the burden he had been carrying. As they walked from Moscow to Stalingrad, Vladimir Putin and Joseph Stalin trod upon the path of history. Through the ruins caused by Adolf Hitler's Nazi Germany, they ventured, their footsteps echoing the fallen souls and shattered dreams of a bygone era. The weight of the past hung heavy in the air as they approached the very point where Putin's brother had met his untimely demise in the besieged city of Stalingrad. With somber hearts, they paused, allowing a moment of silence to honor the fallen heroes. For Putin, this pilgrimage held a deeper meaning. In his impassioned speeches, he often referenced the indelible impact of World War II on the global order, yearning to witness firsthand the horrors that had shaped the destiny of nations. This journey through the scarred landscapes of war presented an opportunity to bridge the chasm between the pages of history and his own lived experience. However, Joseph Stalin, a seasoned veteran of that tumultuous time, had a different motive. He led Putin through the remnants of Berlin, navigating the ruins of a city once vibrant and alive, now reduced to rubble and ash. Stalin turned to Putin, his eyes gleaming with unwavering resolve, and spoke words that struck at the core of their shared heritage. He reminded Putin that this must not be the fate of Russia, a nation ravaged by the brutality of war. Gesturing towards the desolation before them, Stalin underscored the importance of victory in the East. He spoke of the resilience and sacrifice required to ensure that Russia would never succumb to such devastation. The ghosts of fallen comrades seemed to whisper through the wind, their voices urging Putin to forge a path that would safeguard the future of their nation. In that fleeting moment, Putin felt a mysterious sensation, a chill running down his spine. As he turned, his surroundings shifted, and he found himself transported back in time, returning to the present in his office. Blinking in disbelief, he registered the presence of his foreign minister, Mr. Lavrov. It was then that the words spilled forth, the first good news in months. Lavrov informed Putin of the triumphant victory in the battle for the eastern city of Bakhmut. A ray of hope pierced through the dark clouds that had loomed over their nation, momentarily illuminating the path ahead. As Putin absorbed this news, he couldn't shake off the sense that his encounter with history had left an indelible mark upon his soul. Guided by the spirits of the past and fortified by the words of a formidable predecessor, Vladimir Putin recognized the gravity of his role in shaping Russia's destiny. The echoes of Stalingrad and the ruins of Berlin merged within him, fueling a resolve to ensure that his nation would never falter and that its history would be one of strength and triumph against all odds. From that day forward, Putin carried with him the lessons of the past, channeling the determination of those who had fought before him. He knew that the road ahead would be arduous, but he was resolute in his mission to lead his people toward a future where the horrors of war would remain confined to the annals of history. With the news of victory in Bakhmut as a guiding light, he embarked on the arduous journey, ready to confront the challenges that lay ahead and forge a destiny worthy of the sacrifices made by those who came before him. Since the fateful day of February 24th, an unrelenting storm of over 6,000 missiles has rained down upon Ukrainian soil, inflicting unspeakable devastation and shattering the lives of countless innocent civilians. This relentless onslaught has brought forth a tide of death and suffering that no words can adequately capture. Yet, in the face of this harrowing adversity, the indomitable spirit of the Ukrainian people remains unbroken, radiating a resilience that defies the darkest of days, as the Russian forces persist in their ruthless campaign, relentlessly extinguishing lives and plunging communities into despair. The courage of the Ukrainian men and women stands as an unwavering testament to the strength of the human spirit. They continue to face the direst of circumstances, witnessing their comrades fall one by one, sacrificing their lives in defense of their homeland. Each loss is a painful reminder of the price paid for freedom, yet it only serves to fuel their determination and steel their resolve. The resilience displayed by the Ukrainian population is nothing short of awe-inspiring. They bear witness to the decimation of their cities, the destruction of their homes, and the unimaginable grief that follows. Yet, even in the face of such unparalleled devastation, they refuse to yield. Their spirit remains unyielding, their hope is undiminished, and their commitment to a brighter future is unwavering. The courage of the Ukrainian people is a beacon of light amidst the darkest of hours, a testament to the extraordinary strength found within the human heart. Though their tears may stain the earth and their hearts ache with unbearable loss, they press on, driven by an unyielding determination to preserve their freedom and protect their loved ones. Each fallen hero becomes a symbol of their unwavering commitment, and their sacrifices serve as a rallying cry, inspiring a nation to stand tall in the face of adversity. While the missiles may continue to rain down and claim precious lives, they cannot extinguish the flame of hope that burns deep within the hearts of the Ukrainian people. Their resilience, born from the crucible of unimaginable suffering, shall endure as an everlasting testament to the triumph of the human spirit. And as they mourn the loss of their fallen heroes, they will continue to fight, united in their unwavering resolve to secure a future free from the shadows of war. In the face of relentless violence and staggering loss, the Ukrainian people have become the embodiment of unwavering strength. They refuse to surrender, even as their world crumbles around them. The sacrifices made by their brave men and women are not in vain, for they have sparked a fire that shall burn eternally in the hearts of a nation. The spirit of Ukraine shall prevail. And one day, their struggle will be etched in history as a testament to the unbreakable human spirit.